Today in the Toyverse, courtesy of Diamond Select Toys, we're traveling deep inside the Marvel Universe and looking at one of its most iconic characters from its most iconic teams. That's right, I'm talking about the Vision from the Avengers. Now, this version of the character is based on his more classic look. I know there's been a wide variety of looks for the character through the years since he first appeared in 1968. But I think most people recognize this look as the definitive look of the character overall. Anyways, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to talk about this guy. So let's get the party started and look and see what's going on. In terms of the head, it goes side to side like so. It rotates, there is a bit of a gappage there, which is a bit unfortunate. Just so you're aware, he can look up, and then you're going to see the issue that I'm talking about when he looks down. But if it's on a shelf, you're not going to notice it too much. In terms of the body, it does the side to side. It rotates at the upper waist. You can get it into a flying pose. It works just fine. Some people may want more and they'll complain. And they'll be like, meh! But overall, it's okay. He crunches a little bit forwards and back. The cape's heavy, so that limits that. He does have waist rotation, though, which is nice. In terms of the legs, he can do the splits. He can kick forward. He can ever so slightly kick back. You got the thigh rotation like so. He kicks forward like that. And then we got the single hinge and rotation at the knee. I know the articulation junkies are up in arms. Why can't it be more like a Marvel Legend? But it's a Marvel Select, so deal with it. We got the hinge and rocker at the foot that goes up and down and rocks side to side. So not too bad. Now in terms of the arms at the hand, we got rotation and a hinge. And then we got a single hinge and rotation at the arm. Once again, I don't design the toys. I'm just showing them to you. It is what it is. We do have a bicep cut like so. I will say that the arms are limited only due to the cape being so heavy and the way it's placed. It's really hard to get this guy to move his arm all the way around, even if you move the cape up, which is of a thicker plastic, mind you. But it's not horrible. Once again, I know some people are going to be like, oh, that's so stupid. They should put a fabric cape in and charge 3 times the price so it can move properly. I don't know if that's actually the case of what people are saying. That's just what I think. Anyways, in terms of the design and sculpt and paint, everything looks fine. From the head, the collar looks really nice. I think they went with a nice simplistic approach for the character. He looks like he jumped out of the pages. I know the colors are a little more muted than what we see in the comic, but I think it works. And then, of course, we got some nice folds designed into that plastic cape, as you see. The gauntlets are okay. There's really nothing too special about them. Just a lot of two tones here. You got the greens, and then you got the yellow greens working with one another to try to present something that's eye-catching. And, like I said, it does the job, at least for me. The torso, once again, I did want to show this on the back for you guys. There's a peg hole at the lower waist there. So if you have a Diamond Select flight stand and maybe other flight stands, depending on what company, you might be able to plug it in there and have him hovering, because, it's the Vision. The Vision is known to hover from time to time. And then, of course, we have the lower body here. Very simplistic. And I'm laughing because I feel like I'm wasting more time than needed is on this section. But I do want to showcase what the figure is and what it's all about, so you guys are aware of that. So, it looks good. Once again, no complaints with the design and sculpt on this guy. Now, in terms of accessories, this is a point of contention because it was actually leaked with more accessories. That press release, from what Diamond has said, shouldn't have went out, but they had to scale them back a little bit to keep the price point under 30 bucks. I do think what you're getting here does work. You got the blaster on the hand effect, and that one is permanently attached. Think about like the Silver Centurion Iron Man. And then in terms of the heads, we got an angry head and a regular head. The paint is messed up on the teeth of that angry head. Then we got another blast effect. This one's cool. You unpeg the hand and you slide it in there. And then if you want to peg the hand in, you can. but there's an additional blast effect that you can peg on, and you can have it shooting out, which looks cool. Then, of course, we got two fist hands, which are done nicely, and then we have an open hand, so you can, get some expression out of it. As far as the size roundup goes, I just grabbed a few Marvel Select figures here so you can see what's going on, to give you an idea of where he fits in on the scale on that. And then if you want to see how he fits in with various different lines, I mean, we got Mythic Legions, Mezco, Mattel, DC Collectibles, Storm, NECA, Hasbro, McFarlane, and Super 7. So, my overall thoughts on the character, done by Diamond in this case, I like it. It's, once again, very simplistic, very fun, and I think it just executes its job very nicely. Sometimes a good figure doesn't need to be wacky and zany and whoa, blows your mind. This one gets the job done. It's faithful, I think, for the most part, to what we see on the comic book pages for those who still value that sort of thing. So I'm all on board with that. So I think that's going to do it for me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, all of that nonsense. Follow Comic Crusaders on Twitter and Instagram and other places. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. So until we meet again, great googly moogly.